Hello. Now, in this video, I'll show you how you can set up html5 for Unreal Engine on 4.24. It should work the same in 4.25 as well. So, first thing you need to do is go to html5 for UE4. I'll put the link for the correct link in the description, so you won't need to look this up, but I'm just getting to that. So you GitHub repository here. Then once you're here, just clone or download zip, and I'll download a zip file of all this. I already downloaded it, and yeah. Once you have this file, then you can go to the generate project. Setup.bat. Just right click, run as administrator. Yes. And let this one run. After you have run the setup Windows batch file, go into engine binaries html5. No, not this one. Build. Hold on. Okay, so it's engine platforms html5. HTML5 setup. This one. Let this one run. Oh yeah. So before you run this one, you have to make sure that you have Git. I think it's Git or something like that. Git, not GitHub. Git download. Yeah, this one from here. Gotta download it for Windows. Because you need Git, and then just right click. Oh, also you will need, for this one, actually you'll also need to have Python from python.org. When you download it, make sure you press install it. I'll just show you. So if we go to downloads, download it. I already have it installed, but I'm just gonna show you anyway. I think what you're meant to do is, yeah, this is what you need. This is the only thing that you need to change when you're installing. Make sure you check this box right here on the installer. Add Python 3.8 to path, and then you can just install. The other thing that you really need to do, or else this won't work, is go here, edit, and make sure you don't have the environment variables that say /appdata/windows or something like that. It's like users, Windows, app data. Anything that has app data and Windows apps on it, you want to delete those, because that way it's going to try to use the Python version on the Windows store, which doesn't really work with this. So you just need to delete those, and you need to use the downloaded version, which is why you need to add it to the path when you install it, and you also need to get rid of the ones that say Windows Store in your path. I think there's one or two. There might be two. There's probably, yeah, there might be one. And they say /appdata/Windows app. If there's any that say Windows app, just delete those ones. Then press OK. You'll also need the Python ones. Fatal error. That's perfect. Alright, let's try this again. We want to add to path, install now. And I'll pause and come back in a minute. Okay, now that your Python is installed and you edit the system environment variables, so if you already have Python and you don't have the system environment variables, go to edit path, edit, and you'll need this one right here. So I guess it's just let me just copy this whole thing. So yeah, you'll need that, and you also need this. Those are the environment variables that you will need. So make sure you copy these down, but do it for your user, like C users, your user, and then yeah. Okay. So now that you have this, what should happen when you go, so there's people have been having a lot of problems, but I think that what we did should make it so that it works, but you don't know, I don't know. So go to users, or wherever you exported the Unreal Engine thing to, and then go to Engine Platforms HTML5, and then this one, just run this and it should open up the Git that we downloaded before, and yeah, I think this should work. Let's see what it does when it's done. Also, by the way, when you to get this folder, I don't know if I went over this. You just need to extract the this folder. So extract all, and yeah. Also, by the way, this process they say will take a long time. The GitHub documentation here says that it says this one can take up to an hour or so, and then the next one we'll do is only take up to 5 minutes. The last one we did took up to 20 minutes. So if it took 20 minutes, this one will probably take an hour. The setup.bat, setup.command, setup.sh. So yeah. Also, another note that for the next step you'll probably need like 70 gigabytes free. So yeah, make sure you have that. Once that completes, you can go back to the main the HTML5 4.24 and click Generate Project Files Windows Batch File, run as administrator, yes, and let this one run. This one should not take that long. It is just simply going to make a UE4 solutions file down here, and once we run that, we can actually build the engine. And this part, the part of building the engine, actually will take a long time. So yeah, it'll probably take an hour or two, maybe 3. So, okay, now the UE4 Microsoft Visual Studio's solution file has popped up. So just open this with Visual Studios 2019. Yeah. If you have 2017, works as well. You just do the same things. So I actually never used 2019 before. I just got it the other day because I was using 2015 before. So let me sign in here, and yeah. I mean, not 2015, 2017. If you get this message, uncheck this box and press OK. That's just because we extracted it from a zip file. So it thinks that it's like bad, but it's fine. It's just the zip file. Visual Studio installer. It will want you to move. If it wants you to install things, just install them, I guess. Hopefully this doesn't take too long. Okay, so once you have Visual Studios opened up and it says ready in the bottom left corner, the first thing that you'll need to do is make sure that this column right here is on Win64 and this one is on Development Editor. So this one. Then the next thing you need to do is make sure that, yeah, that's pretty much it. Then you go to AutomationTool on the right side over here, which should be somewhere right here, and right click, press build, and you'll see down here it'll start to build, because yeah, that's what it does, and it should finish pretty quickly, I think, ish. I don't know. Yeah. Then you go to AutomationToolLauncher, so that one should be like right below it. So yeah. Okay, so once you have right-clicked and select build for all of the ones that I just had highlighted on that list, what you'll actually I'll also put the list of the ones that you need to build in the description of this video, along with the link to the GitHub. And then the final thing, well, the next thing you'll need to do is go to this UE4 thing right here and right click it and hit build hit build. It's not showing up for me because it's building right now, but it's the same as all these ones. You just right click and press build. This one actually takes a long time to build, but it's building the entire engine. Okay, and that's what it's doing right now on my screen. Once it's done, you won't see this file until after it's done, but when it is done, you'll be able to go into wherever you extracted your file to, which for me was somewhere around here. Yeah, here. Yeah, you'll be able to go to Engine, Binaries, Win64. Scroll down until you see UE4 editor. If you double click this one, it will bring you to the main Unreal Engine 4 editor where you can create a project or select a project, and it's 4.24, and when you try to export a project, it'll allow you to do it with the html5 format, which is pretty cool because they technically stopped supporting this. Now, there are a few different problems but they will fix these probably in 4.25. But the main problems are, first of all, the compressed files don't really work well. I actually couldn't get them to work at all. Maybe you can get them to work on your computer. I have no idea. The other thing is, yeah, the IndexedDB also doesn't work, so you can't do that. And the full screen and exiting, sometimes it ends up stretched after you exit full screen for some reason. I don't know why, but they'll probably fix these in future updates. And I probably still recommend using 4.24 with HTML5 than the earlier, like 4.22 with the built-in HTML5, just because 4.24, there's a lot less bugs in 4.24, and I've noticed that a lot. Like in the older versions of Unreal Engine, there were a lot more bugs, and 4.23 and 4.24 don't have too many anymore. They fixed a lot of things, which is good. So if you're making HTML5 projects, this will work, hopefully. If you have any problems, make sure to leave a comment. And once this is done building, I'll show you what the final engine looks like. I'll just open this UE4 editor. But again, you won't see this file until after completed building. But I'm going to open it when it's done, and yeah, it'll be good. Also, one other thing I should say, I'll leave another link in the description to where people post issues that they have with the HTML5, Unreal Engine thing, which we're doing right now. There's a link to the GitHub thing that you can post an issue, so if you have any problems, you can also post it there and see if anyone else had the same problem. Maybe it was already answered, because that's how I figured out a lot of the things in this video on how to get it to work. So, yeah. Also, another thing is what I'm saying in this video is very similar to how you would normally build an Unreal Engine. You would just do that directly from the Epic Games / Unreal Engine GitHub. And for there, you do have to link your Epic Games account. I don't believe you have to do that for this. But, so it's basically the same thing. You only have to run the setup.bat and the generate project files.bat. You don't have to run the HTML5 setup, so it makes it even easier. And it's basically the same thing other than that. So if you ever want to, or you need to for some reason, you can build the Unreal Engine just like this for anything you want. Okay, as you can see now that it's built, I can launch the engine here, and we're in a normal HTML5 thing. So this is just a project that I've been doing for a little bit, and let's see what happens. Also, another little glitch that I've seen is that if you have a map that's really big, it takes a really long time to load with this new HTML5. I hope that they fix that too. So it's not perfect, but at least it's the newest version, and you get all the new features. So as you can see, so basically, now if I go package project, I can do HTML5, and boom, see, there's the HTML5 folder here. And let me just show you, there's also, they don't come up, there's no launch helper anymore, but since I just copy and pasted one from an old one and it still worked, like I had another, this file doesn't come with it anymore, but I had this file in another folder, so I just copied it into this folder, and it works fine. So I'm gonna set up the thing so that I can show you the HTML5. Okay, paste this here and close.html. As you can see, it looks like the normal Unreal Engine HTML5 thing, and there's this new black screen that comes up when you launch it now. I don't know what it does, but it's something. And then see, it works like normal. I can do this, and yeah, it's basically just a normal Unreal Engine with HTML5 now. So if you think that this is cool, leave a like. If you ran into any problems or something, make sure to leave a comment or check that Unreal Engine issues thing. But yeah, see you in the next video.